Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Talking Baseball Gloves with Vintage Brett. Today I'd like to step back in time a little bit. We're going to move to the early part of the 20th century, from about the 1905 to the 1920 era, and we're going to look at full web gloves. Now, full web gloves were used by fielders, and they are separated from other types of gloves based on, obviously, the full web here. Now, this is a Spalding model. This one I was lucky enough to get at a great price out of an auction about a year ago. The only problem on this glove, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there's a little pinhole in the top of the web, but other than that, this glove is in fantastic condition. You can notice the leather binding on the back of the glove. It's got a gorgeous Spalding patch. The interior lining feels great on your hand, and some of the stampings are still kind of visible on the glove, but they're mainly faded away. So this is an example, a great example of a full web. Now, it's very tall. It's about 10-11 inches tall. It's a nice sized glove, but as you can see, there's not really a pocket, so anybody who was looking to catch the ball back in this era would have to use two hands. So I think this would be a great training tool for anyone who is teaching Little League or something of that sort, to try to teach people how to catch with two hands. I think that's a forgotten skill. Another one of my favorite full webs is this Thomas E. Wilson. I just received this in a trade for another glove that I had picked up. This one is a little bit taller, and as you can see, it has a little bit more of a pocket than the other glove. It has a gorgeous tag as well. I love my tags on my gloves. That's one of my pet peeves. It has to have a nice tag. This is the Thomas E. Wilson. As you can see, they became the Wilson Company, and they started in Chicago, Illinois, where we lived for a couple of years. This glove, as you can see, has a nice pocket, like I already said, making it a little bit easier to catch the ball. The leather on this glove is very, very soft, and I've seen pictures of baseball players from this era who would actually fold the glove in half and then stick it in their pocket for whatever reason, so I think that's kind of neat as well. The last one that I'm going to share with you today is one of my favorite gloves. A couple years ago, probably, no, this is like 6 years ago now, I was cruising around eBay and I found a Wilco glove, and Wilco is one of my favorite bands, and I saw this glove that had the Wilco Company on it. I'm like, oh, I have to have that glove. So I was prepared to bid quite a bit of money, but I lucked out and I was able to steal this glove for about $30. So as you can see, we have the Wilco Manufacturing Company out of Woburn, Massachusetts. I've never seen another glove or any sports piece endorsed by the Wilco Sporting Goods Company out of Massachusetts. I'd love to add more to my collection. I think they're pretty cool. This glove, as you can see, like the other ones, is a full web. It's in good shape. The leather is nice and soft. It does have a little bit of a problem on the back, as you can see. Some of the leather piping around the back has been eaten away or whatever, but it feels great when you put it on your hand. And this one has a little bit of a pocket similar to the Thomas E. Wilson. It's not as flat as the Spalding glove. So there's a little bit of a history lesson for you on full web gloves. They are very, very collectible mitts nowadays. They're difficult to find, especially in excellent condition. So hop out to your local flea markets and antique shows and see if you can dig some up and add them to your collection. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.